Hello everybody and welcome back once again to the ECC Season 3 League Play, where today we kick off the coverage of Week 5 here in ECC. You can see in the top right, I think just now 50% of matches played. A long way has come already in League Play, and now we're going to take our look at Div 2, and especially here at the one game today, or Division 1, sorry, between Fair eSports and Yeet Ninjas. I'm Havoc RL and I'll be taking you through the game today. Just really getting you through what is going to happen. But here, very interesting matchup. Fair eSports, we haven't actually seen much of them. They're a new team in to replace obviously a dissolved team, but their first game wasn't the best. They lost 3-1 and are currently sitting in 8th. So, I mean, after a game, that's not too bad, considering the situation, but, you know, all division is a bit skewed at the moment because of the dissolves of the clubs, and, you know, it is hard to tell at the moment, but on the other hand here, Yeet Ninjas, 3 out of 3 here, 9 series, or games for, 2 against, they're sitting at the top of the table, and they're looking like a really good force at the moment, you know, they're the only team unbeaten by far, apart from Untouchables. But Untouchables, they've only played 1 game anyway, so we'll kind of discount that here. But just really looking at the rosters here, they're both coming out for this game with only 3-man rosters, so it's going to be concrete on who plays really. Maybe a bit of a switch of a name or two, but right now, Fair eSports captain, I believe it's meant to say Hedge, HXDG. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Just stick a vowel in there. But then, apart from Hedge, we've got Raven Quantum as the 2 players. Hedge, obviously, captain of the team. And then over to Yeet Ninjas, captain being the ace trainer. And then Steve96 and You Got Jammed being 2 players here today. So, we'll get going here 3 minutes. I don't see anyone in the game. I hope that will change, but we'll get into my predictions here for the game. And with Fair eSports only having that 1 game, it's going to be hard. And, you know, really all I can say is, looking at Division, Yeet Ninjas, 3 out of 3 winners, they're looking strong. They lose an average of less than a game per series, so, you know, they're really looking like huge contenders here for me to finish top. But, yeah, that's really what's going to decide it here. And Yeet Ninjas, for me, be your victors around 3-1 here, I believe. You know, we don't see much going to game 5 here in ECC this season of what I've covered, really. You know, a couple of games here and there. There was that great day, probably about a week back now. But maybe we can see the interesting circumstance and it could go to a game 5, but we'll have to see. Just having to message the captains. We're going to have to see if the players can join in time, because I know of Fair eSports playing already at the moment. They're in a game right now. I'm not sure if it's finished, but if not, they were in a game against... Let me check this for you. I did have it down. I can't remember. Irrelevant Pink. So they started that at 7:30 CET. Hoping they'll be done. But, you know, that's my prediction. Yeet Ninja's can take this, and I think it'll be quite a big victory. If not 3-0, 3-1, something around there. But, you know, it's all down to Fair eSports. I think it's their first game on stream, and it's just going to be there for them to prove us wrong. Just going to check the game there. So we have Fair eSports in the lobby, so down to Yeet Ninjas to join in as well. I think they were just a bit reluctant to join because they weren't sure if Fair eSports were going to finish, which is kind of rightfully so. But hopefully when the players get in, Hand it over to a quick map animation before game 1. And this Division 1 match is going to be underway for you to start off week 5 on the stream. And once again, we've got Hedge, Quantum, named Quantum Duo in the game, and Rave. Full fair esports at the moment. Just don't want to start the animation just yet, just in case we have to wait after, but I just want to be sure we don't have a huge break. Okay, everybody's in. I'll hand it over to a quick map animation for you, playing on DFH to start the round off, and back with you shortly for this Division 1 matchup. The players are in, the game about to start here. Kick off this Division 1 matchup, week 5, fair esports versus Yeet Ninjas, and just have to see how it plays out here. We've had multiple underdog stories here, just many fill-out victories, but we'll have to see if this is one of them in my eyes for fair esports, who are coming into this quite big underdogs. You know, we've always got to expect the top league to win this, especially against a newly joined team, but Hedge trying to get that onto the backboard. No one there to contest, and Rave just getting that weak shot, not able to turn it away. And because of that, it was just a bit easy to clear and not quite good shot, but that's over at fair esports. They're starting very strong, having that pressure on the goal, and Yeet Ninjas actually missing a lot of balls in the defense and attack, and that's forcing them to really push themselves out of the playing, really not be in a position to get involved. But Edge here taking it down. We finally see Yeet Ninjas on the attack. Rave with the miss. Quantum having to get there. He doesn't quite go for it. Ace onto the backboard again. The pressure is on from Yeet Ninjas. The shot from Steve heading into the corner. And Yeet Ninjas, after all that effort from fair esports in the first half of the first minute, should I say, Steve taking the lead here for Yeet Ninjas, and after a minute it's looking like quite an even game despite the lead, and with the 4 minutes left this can go anywhere. It was just down to that weak shot early on from Rave. If he just got a connection with that, it would have really been a different story right now, but it's just the start here and anything can happen. You've got Jam trying to get control of this. Take the back, Steve onto the backboard. You got Jammed trying to get that redirect onto the bar. Steve not able to make it, and Ace caught too far out. Rave going forward instead, getting that pop over with the demo as well, but the bounce off the bar just too awkward to capitalise off of. It's nice to see fair esports playing quite confidently in attack. It's just a defensive rotation effort they need to really fix, as they're struggling to get the ball out and get control of those clears. Quantum over towards the corner. Steve able to clear, but it's really bouncing awkwardly for the defense. You got Jams there to take it though, and the shot coming in. Zero boost, a bit weak, but the pressure is still on. Ace keeping it going. Ray finally trying to just fizzle out the pressure here and let fair esports have their chance and get the equaliser. It's nearly half the game approaches, and you got Jammed trying to take it towards the backboard, not getting a connection. And really right now it just seems both teams are settling in. They're having their panicked chances, and Really, at this level, they should be doing a bit more to get the goals, but now, Hedge, with that long clear ace, getting that backwards read onto the ball to get it away. It was a bit awkward for him, but he did well. Quantum pushing it towards his own backboard to Hedge to try and control it. Nearly gets it past, you got jammed, but the ball is really being uncontested in terms of pressure on the ball. Both teams need to fix that, because if a hit came in there, it would have resulted in probably a goal. Yeet Ninja's not in the position I expect. They're only a goal up, and the shot coming in from Rave to try and change that. Trying to get that equaliser, and Fair Esports are doing all they can to do so. It's played back. Quantum didn't turn onto it. He had the chance there, but went for boost instead. Jammed towards the middle. No one there from his team to meet the clear. That's left with the miss. The shot not expected because of the defensive error. And now Yeet Ninjas just about come out of that unscathed. 1 minute 30 remaining. And really, Fair Esports should have got that equaliser by now. Really got faked out of it by the misplays in defence. Demo by Quantum, Rave getting forward. That's going to go towards the net. Quantum to turn it in. And Fair Esports, after that long 3-minute wait since their deficit, they get the equaliser here through Quantum. It's just a great demo play to counter-attack goal. Steph just awkwardly caught out of possession. And now, with a minute left to go, it's anyone's game. All of a sudden, just opens up. Edge getting it away, seemed to get back into his comfort zone, getting those good clears, but hopefully in terms of Yeet Ninjas, they'll be able to do so too. Quantum going for the double touch off the backboard, not able to turn it into the middle. But I'm just seeing a lack of rotation, real mechanical skill, I should say, with the misses going on still. Just defensive clears, they're being clinical in terms of clears, but not quite so in attack. We're wasting play. Both teams here. Another hit from Steve, should I be saying. Ace going to follow it up. And now Steve towards the backboard. You've got Jam trying to contest it, pinches it into that middle. It's pretty much open net, but Quantum gets it onto his own backboard, and Ace not able to read it. With 24 seconds left to go, any goal would really be a game changer here. Jammed. Outboost, I believe, trying to get it to the middle. And Ace really being caught out and trying to overcommit to that. And with only 10 seconds left, it's not the best idea, but Yeet Ninjas with the control. If they can get a goal here, it will be the winner. That ball wasn't contested in the centre of the park, and now overtime looms already in game one. Setting itself up to be a good match, but straight from kickoff, just rolling wide. Steve to Ace. Ace not getting a touch, and because of it, he caught out play for a few seconds. Now Quantum trying to get that double touch off the left-hand side, not able to make it, and fakes out Ace, who fakes out Steve. And now Quantum with the chance, not making a connection, and that was Fair Esports' opportunity to get the winner there in game number one, the best of 5. Rave taking it down off the corner with the clear. Now Quantum down the middle quite smartly to get it away from defender, but you've got Jam bumped by Hedge. Can they capitalise on the open net though? No, they can't. Steve is back, but poor clear. Quantum there to take it. Yeet Ninjas really starved of boost right now, and the double commits aren't helping them out. I think Fair Esports starting to know this and really recognise it, and they're keeping the attacks going. Now Hedge into the middle, trying to get that touch, doesn't quite make it, the clear away. Really good there from Yeet Ninjas. Now up the other end, the counter-attack onto the post. Hedge having to clear it, yes he does, onto the right. And now end-to-end stuff is occurring here as both teams try to get that lead, and they start to panic as it hasn't come quite yet. They know a goal's going to go in soon, they just got to make sure it's them. Got to keep that defense strong, their attack strong as well. They've got to get an even amount, and the pass into the middle to Hedge. And the underdogs, in my eyes, of Fair Esports get that game one lead here. Quantum with a great pass off that awkward part of the post. Ace just pre-jumping a bit too early, and Hedge there to poach it in. Fair Esports taking that game 2-1. Yeet Ninjas have only their 3rd loss in terms of matches of the season, and it was just that overall pressure from Fair Esports from the off which allowed them to get that victory here in game number 1. Game 2 getting underway here, the kickoff taking place, and eSports with that surprise lead for me, but they deserved it fully against Yeet Ninjas, and the attack coming in strong from Quantum. That redirect attempt not quite turning its way into the net, but was a really skillful out the blue shot. Really here to turn it around. Yeet Ninjas do have the skill and the capacity to do so. They just got to keep the pressure and get the attacks going. The bump play out of defense, and now an open net there for Steve to play it into. Once again, Yeet Ninjas do take the lead. They just got to keep it going. What a play from You Got Jammed to knock the goalkeeper out of play, and once again that open net just played into the back. And now Yeet Ninjas, after losing the first game 2-1, despite having a 1-0 lead at one point, they have the 1-0 lead again early on. Now Steve going forward again. They're going to try and make it 2 this time. They don't want what happened in game number 1 to repeat itself. We've got Jam trying to play it across. His teammate not pushing up though. And Steve, I think he was just trying to get the boost. Now Rave off the corner into the middle, ace away. Hedge getting that current rotation to keep the pressure up. A really good play to keep the speed going and put Yeet Ninjas under pressure, but the fake from Steve past 1. Not able to make it past 2. The attacking strength was too quick. Now Hedge into the middle. Into the middle here, Steve having to get it away. Shot off the backboard, rolling down, trying to get that read off the second touch, but couldn't quite make it. But eSports are trying to get back into this once again. They're doing well, but they're just not clinical enough and keep trying to overthink things, and the shot coming in off the wall wasn't quite able to make the net. Steve away, but Quantum back up the other end to get counter-attack, and the shot on the turtle wasn't able to find the net, but another panic from Yeet Ninjas and trying to get it away. They finally do. Just managed to play it out with time and space as well before being challenged, and Yeet Ninjas still find themselves 1 goal up. Around 2 minutes played here in the second game. Now passing across the field, Yeet Ninjas, they're doing well to get the ball from one side to the other, utilising all players. They just couldn't get the finish and couldn't get the shot in. It's all about that final shot, despite how much work you've done to get there. Jammed out to the left. Steve towards the right. But his own team couldn't quite contest it. Yeet Ninjas seemed a bit more comfortable in this 1-goal lead there. Just sitting back, just trying to invite the pressure on, but maybe be a bit costly in the end of the game. As eSports are hungry for this equaliser here with just under half the game left. And the shot from Hedge, we see eSports 1-0 up. It didn't quite register on the overlay though, my bad. There. I'm not sure if it was an OBS issue. I'll fix that as soon as possible, but eSports trying to make it up the other end, but the shots are still coming in from Yeet Ninjas. The passing play though, one play over to Hedge, but he couldn't quite get the pass back, and the demo making it awkward for Hedge to get it away. Now, an awkward clear there. Rave needs to get it away. Yes, he does there in front of Ace. The pressure from Yeet Ninjas overpowering here, and the shot coming in onto the post. Steve with the open net, and for the first time, Yeet Ninjas have the 2-goal lead here. But just fix the overlay. Just a good play overall. Just to work that goal open, and really Yeet Ninjas deserving this win right now. This lead. Once again, we're having a bit of problems with the overlay. But looking at this, we've got Rave trying to get forward and getting that real bounce down, the real block and dunk on the opposition. Once again with Hedge, they keep the pressure up into the middle. Hit the shot, open net was just hitting the post, and they're not able to capitalise on their attacks as often as they should be. We found that in game number 1 too. They just had the overpowerment of shots and managed to score because of it. Now Ace with the shot turning early. The defence lackluster in positioning. They weren't able to get it away. Yeet Ninjas really asserting their power here in Division 1, showing us why they deserve to be top, why they're unbeaten, but it's really been a change in situation right now. Fair eSports looking like deserved winners to actually them seeming defenseless and helpless in this game to ace onto backboard. Jammed with this shot. It was just an overcommit from defense once again. The pre-jump just wasn't enough, and the clear from hedge was too weak, and Jam's able to make it. A delayed flick past defender. And 4-0 here to Yeet Ninjas. It's looking like a certain, really outstanding victory here in game 2. Edge taking it forward. The misplay from the defense onto the backboard. Quantum not able to get the shot, but Rave with it, but weren't able to get that goal back, and Yeet Ninjas maintain that clean sheet in game number 2. Touchdown by Steve. Not getting past one, and you got jammed. Actually failing that clean sheet for his team. The own goal into the bottom corner. It was miles wide before his touch, and he just reverted it to a 4-1 lead here. Very eSports to get that consolation goal. I mean, 3 goals in 17 seconds, really unlikely here. Need them in quick succession, and ace just finishing the game off 5-1. 13 seconds left. And if Yeet Ninjas continue to maintain this pressure and shot consistency, really, they're going to be real contenders and put themselves in a really good, relaxed position going into games 3 and 4. Taking it down. Get the flip reset clear. Actually, with the stalled flick, and another shot coming in. I think, really, at this point, they know they've lost. Fair eSports losing 5-1 here to Yeet Ninjas after a 2-1 victory, and once again, it's just a flipped game. Yeet Ninjas, really, after that first goal, they look like clear favourites, and we'll have to see how this momentum affects game number 3 coming right up. Game 3 countdown underway. We have a 1-1 draw right now in the series, and with that outstanding victory by Yeet Ninjas in game number 2, they're looking clear favourites going into this game. Down to if they don't get complacent and keep the momentum going. Want to get it forward. Fair eSports are going to want to get the first goal here after that huge defeat in game number 2. The triple commit from them isn't good here, but Steve unable to get it cleared early. Now, taking it forward, he's trying to get a double touch onto that backboard. Just not with that control and boost to keep it going. And Fair eSports on the counter with Quantum, not able to get it over Steve, but they're having their chances, and a real fair share of chances from both teams. Now Hedge with the misplay off the backboard, caught miles too far forward out of position, and you got jammed. Takes the lead here for Yeet Ninjas, and that's the problem with really push forward positioning. It allows the opposition to get in behind, and really they'll just push too far forward towards the ball there. It allowed Yeet Ninjas to come through and get that first goal, which put them in a good position to get forward even more, or even sit back if they want to. But the shot coming in, finding its way into the roof of the net, and just like that, against what I was saying, Rave getting that equaliser after only like 10 seconds. It's Yeet Ninja's goal. That's all square again. Brave getting that touch over one. The second of Ace was pre-jumping two. It was a lucky save. Now Quantum trying to get it towards the net, and Rave not turning towards it, allowing Ace to get forward without boost. Now Hedge towards net. Quantum up. It's down off the bar and finds its way into the net. And the game has been turned on its head within the space of about 30 seconds. It's with that great position shot. Steve unable to get there. I don't know if that was a misread or really a pre-jumping redirect effort faking him out, but eSports find themselves in a 2-1 lead and go for the double touch here. Quantum not able to make it. Good clear from Ace, but the double commit means that eSports have a good amount of time and space to do what they want here. They've actually taken it quite awkwardly and quite riskily to the zone corner, but was actually playing about with the opposition quite a bit, getting it past one, taking it past all really, but the return from Ace, able to get it clear. And just over 3 minutes left. The Ninjas really need to put the pressure back on and get that equaliser as soon as possible. Middle Hedge away. Now you've got Jams going. The good clear, utilising the bounce and the real half volley, you could say, onto the ball. Hedge with that 50 towards net and utilises your opposition's overcommit there. 3-1 leads here, a 2-goal cushion for eSports, and they're looking to really be toying with the opposition and just trying to get those goals as easy as they come. Brave to get forward. If they can get a fourth, it would really kill off the opposition here in terms of morale and their real determination to push forward. Got Jams getting it into the middle though, trying to get that goal back for Yeet Ninjas. It finds its way onto the bar before being cleared, but it's just not working out for Yeet Ninjas right now. They're getting the pass into the middle. The shot wasn't there as he over-predicted the pass, but Rave caught too far forward. Edge leaving it to Quantum, and now the 3-1 lead. Find eSports sitting back quite a bit and inviting pressure onto themselves. With Yeet Ninjas' real consistent attacking force in games 1 and 2, may not be the best idea for them. Up early, playing it down to Rave. Rave taking it down. And with the bump on Ace, he's got all the time in the world. Get that shot! The good car control and taking it past the goalkeeper. 4-1 leads here. And what a play from eSports. Jam just caught backwards, facing away from the ball. Not much he could do, apart from push the ball earlier. The real problem when you're in defence 1-on-1 with your back to the ball, facing the goal, because you can't really don't have much utility and you can't really be mobile enough to reach the ball in time. Now, as Quantum plays it past the last man on that side, it was looking like a good attacking chance from eSports, and now Steve forward. Ace trying to get that redirect, and now it's up high. For anyone to really contest it. 1 minute and a quarter left. The Ninjas still have time to get back, but with a 4-1 lead, it's looking like eSports really just play calmly and make sure to get this win. Despite how far the Ninjas push forward, this is one of their pushes. One of the attacking chances they get, the pass across to Ace. Ace playing it high, and Steve caught far out, but still able to beat out the opposition. Shot from Ace Quantum away, and eSports are just staying calm and keeping their game slow. But Raven middle, Quantum with the shot, it's a great pass, and now Hedge with that open shot. And that's really the game-free killer here. And after a 5-1 victory to Yeet Ninjas, you would think they would keep the momentum going, but now, with 30 seconds left, eSports, through Hodge here getting that 5th goal, they're 5-1 up. Now Jammed up high. They're going to want to get a goal back at least here, a consolation goal to swing the momentum just as Fair eSports did in game number 2. Now Quantum up high. Follow from Rave and Jam touching it out. Goal side rotation being quite costly there to Fair eSports. No one there to take it, but Ace not reading it. That's a real chance to get a goal back, and now off the post again. Yeet Ninja's going to get a goal. They finally do. Getting their second of the game. You've got Jam just playing it over the last man into the net. It's all over really for them. 3 goals in 9 seconds. I think that's really impossible here. Countdown to the last 10 seconds. We've got a 2-1 lead in the series established by Fair eSports, and both teams are going to know coming into this 4th game that if Fair eSports get the victory, they take away the win in the league and get their first victory of the season, along with Yeet Ninja's first losses. There, the ball hitting the floor. Once again, just a real change in momentum in the game. 5-1 to 5-1, opposite teams, and it's just all about those shooting efforts and the real consistency in attack. Aim for a real deciding game here underway. Yeet Ninjas need to get the win here to stay in the match and have a chance of the victory. The opening attempt from Jam wasn't quite there, and Hedge pushing forward. It just seems to be like it could swing either way here. Rave going for the shot, Ace away. Power not quite there from Hedge as he just flies wide. And now Ace taking his time going for the shot onto the post. He wasn't going to hit it in anyway. Rave with that push away to ensure that it didn't become a lead for Yeet Ninjas. And now Ace with the clear forward, Rave taking it wide. Ace with all the time in the world, getting it onto the backboard, but clear away. Sends counter-attack in both ways actually. The pass into the middle from Jam, not quite able to make the shot. But 1 minute gone here. Both teams understand the situation. Fair eSports are going to want to take it to game 5 because of the real pressure which comes along with it, and they don't seem the most consistent of teams in terms of the skill. That might be costly if they allow it. Now Jam trying to get the read, not able to make it, but Ace is there onto the backboard. Commit from Steve wasn't quite there and allows him to stay back and get that touch to keep it away. Rave with control, getting the flick over Ace, but away from Jammed. Wants him back in onto the backboard. Clear away wasn't quite there, and Hedge forward Jammed up to get it away. Now Rave to Quantum. A pass back, just trying to make space and really encourage the attack here from Fair eSports. Hedge pushing forward, bring it into the middle off the use of the ceiling. It's an awkward clear, but it's just a way. But the real pressure from Fair eSports, along with the lack of boost from Yeet Ninjas, is allowing the pressure to be kept on, and the pass allowing a backboard attempt to happen, but no one there to push up onto it. Ace towards Jam. Jammed, get the shot away. Quantum with the pre-jump save, and it's saying 0-0 going into the first half. finish of the match. Rave playing it high, down off the bar. Quantum, can he make the shot? Yes, he can. It's too weak, though. The open goal wasn't quite taken by Fair eSports. Edge unable to make it either. Now Ace with this shot. Going towards the top corner off the bar on the post. And now the final shot from Jams, and Yeet Ninjas put themselves in a good position to get the game back to a 2-2 draw. And take it to game 5. We've got Jams. Or Yeet Ninjas, they're gonna wipe off that 5-1 defeat in game number 3 and try and get this win here. As momentum keeps swinging, it is really destined to go their way. As the passing through the Ace, unable to make it the first time, but gets the dunk down. Edge, however, off the wall, not getting the flick though, the bump instead. Quantum up high, Jams, he's playing it quite far. The demo play able to get the shot, and Jams hesitating for that ball. Don't know if he got a bit confused, and it just was really costly there for you Ninjas. So here he goes, he could have flicked into that and just leaves it for Rave to get the goal to send it even going into the last 2 minutes of game 4. A crucial match. Jam with the inch forward into the blue half. Edge into the middle, Quantum go for the shot. It's a good finish into that bottom corner in game 4. In a game where Fair eSports, they get the victory, get the series win. They do get that quick counter-attack with good finish. And they've turned this game once again on its head. 2-1, 1 minute 30 remaining. And we're down a good final matchup potentially in game 4. But up the other end, Steve turns that round 2-2. And it's just end-to-end, goal-to-goal here. The last minute has been action-packed. Just a misplay, the misreads from the defense of Fair eSports. Costly. If they kept that 1 goal advantage, they would have taken away this victory. But now they risk taking it to game 5. Where they'll have to face the league leaders again. Down to the back with no one really back. For Fair eSports, can Hedge take it away? Yes, he can. And Jams with that awkward touch, really stop his team in the attacks as quick as it started. 1 minute to go. He's going to have to try and be careful in both regards right now. Wants him to go for the pinch in the middle. Jammed away, but straight to Hedge. Hedge with the shot. Going wide and a good clear from Ace. Can Yeet Ninjas get that counter attack? Maybe it's the shot goes in. Quantum with that pinch away. Pressure's still on the shot from Ace, finding its way just wide left of the mark. Hedge can get it away. It's been a good half a minute where there's been all Yeet Ninjas going into a game where they have to win. Now Hedge, on the left hand side, Quantum getting that touch, just slowing the game down. Just waiting for that boost, actually quite almost luckily. He's going to go for this pass into the middle, it's just too far. He gets the dunk to slow the game down, but Ace to Steve. Steve plays it over, it's down, and he actually clears it away. That goal would have taken it to game 5, surely. Doesn't quite happen. Jams onto the backboard. Is anyone there to finish? No, they aren't. And the ball is going to be kept up by Rave. And now overtime here for the 2nd time in the series. Golden goal. Fair eSports take it. They take the series 3-1 and become the first team in the league to defeat the team of Yeet Ninjas. And Steve, I believe, was going to take it into his net, but didn't quite happen. Edge with the shot. The touch away from Quantum. I'm not sure if Steve was going to make it. Ace away. Quantum towards the middle, jammed out. And now we're seeing Fair eSports with the attacks. After the own team clear from Yeet Ninjas, the early stages of this overtime. With Yeet Ninjas being the only real undefeated team, if they do get defeat here, it'll be much better for all the other teams to have a chance to catch up. Rave. Middle, just show here the Yeet Ninjas can be defeated. Edge to Rave, Rave hesitating. And now the shot coming in, Rave turning it high. And now it's just a bit awkward for Quantum inside of his goal. At the front post, it's not the best position for him, but luckily Hedge keeping with that, able to get it away. Now Jan's up high. Page really Rave there to meet it onto the backboard. Ace getting it clear, but Quantum staying really patient there and waiting for the ball. With the ball in the centre of the park for quite a while now. Needs the team to get that shot and get the pressure going and really result in a goal here. Edge using the ceiling to get in the middle, trying to go for that dunk and trying to turn it in. But now Rave with the shot jammed away. And still 2 minutes into overtime, a 7-minute match. There's no clear victors at the moment. Edge into middle, Rave not going for it. Being quite hesitant in a lot of situations right now. He just needs to decide what he's going to do a bit earlier. Edge forward. Pinched across goal. Ace up high already. Quantum leading him to it, allowing him to waste his boost. Quantum gets this touch. 2 players caught the front post. He can get in the middle to Rave. Back to Quantum. The shot was just at a 0-degree angle, really. He couldn't turn it away. He's leaving it to Jam. Quantum there to meet it onto the backboard. No one there to really contest. Apart from Steve coming on with that good clear. But we're half a game into overtime, really. Still without a clear shot apart from that hit at the beginning of the game, and Quantum denied by Ace once again, the pre-jumped effort. I really thought that would be the goal after getting past the first man of defence. Now Hedge with the flick towards the backboard. Ace away. Sleef is there back, but no one there to contest. The dunk was fortunately there. Now Rave with the shot, the pre-jump from Sleef. It's down off the ball. No one there to compete on the attack quick enough. Now jammed at the other end. Quantum away. And Sleef with the shot, and he's going to make it 3-2 and take the game for Yeet Ninjas. They tie the series up and push it to game number 5. There's such a dull run where no real shots were going in from either side. Finally, the Yeet Ninjas get that win. Push it. Probably will be quite a serious game 5 for both teams. They both feel like they would have deserved their matches, but they need to get down to this deciding game. Kick off on game number 5 here in Division 1. Fair eSports with a 2-all draw right now against Yeet Ninjas, and it's all come down to this. So it's really the last thing I was expecting between the two teams at game 5. I thought there'd be at least a clear winner, but real exciting series so far. Team to team in the games has really been fluctuated. Fair eSports, Yeet Ninjas, Fair eSports, and Yeet Ninjas again, and if momentum plays its part and real consistency in the series, and Fair eSports are down to take this, but they've got to do it and really finish the game off here. The shot going in from Jam to test the defense early on, but it was an easy clear. Now Quantum away, Steve back in. You're probably going to see a lot more end-to-end and a lot, probably less teamwork and positioning and rotation as both teams panic to get their goals, and maybe for the first time this series Can't quite tell. Fair eSports taking the lead within 1 minute. Quantum with that long clear. Ace not positioned well, and as I said, there's going to be the panicked plays, and really 1 minute gone. Like Fair eSports, looking much stronger right now than they did in the overtime of last game. Edge up high, not getting a connection though, and Jammed taking it away on the right hand side. Brave with that shot, trying to catch Ace off guard, not able to do it. With the bump on Quantum means that actually Ninjas could have taken a bit more time to get forward there. Now Hedge into middle, Jammed out to the left. It's a waste of a waste of the ball. And now Rave into the middle, cleared away. The passing play out the other end from Yeet Ninjas. Hedge with the miss, and the equaliser coming out here from Jammed. With 3 minutes left, anyone's game in Game 5. And hopefully here an exciting Game 5 for you. Just to end off the day in the series here. Edge playing it low, very smartly past the early attacker on the ball. Now Rave with tons of time, actually taking too long, but the triple commit means that Quantum there with the half open net takes it into the corner. And now Fair eSports re-establish their lead. Only 20 seconds after Yeet Ninjas got the equaliser, and now both teams have different tasks to do here. Fair eSports just have to try and defend this. No 3 minutes left, it's going to be hard for them. Yeet Ninjas need to get the attacks going, but ensure that they don't go down by another goal. Safe into the middle. Maybe a shot coming in, but Rave away. The pressure's still on Yeet Ninjas trying to get that equaliser. As such, they should be doing so. And now Hedge. Up high, keeping his boost to get that. No pressure from his teammates. I don't know if they know he doesn't have boost. Quantum up high, getting the block into the middle. It's only Jammed from Yeet Ninjas within half a pitch really of the ball. Both teams playing quite passively at the moment, end to end. They're just clearing it to each other. As Ace doing so again. It just wasn't quite the greatest of passes, but Steve ending up able to make it. Now the clear up the other end again. And really a shot coming in from these clears would probably result in a goal. But it's just not the best way to play at the moment, not the most exciting. Going into this Game 5, and now Brave high for that pre-jump onto Jam's shot. Hooking it off the attempted shot, and now Rave away. It wasn't the best of clears as it bounces horribly off that ceiling. Now Ace away, 1 minute 30 remaining, 90 seconds of the series left. Now Steve trying to get that ball, but Rave kind of gifting its Jam there as he struggled to get it clear. Nice shot from Steve, not able to make it, and ends up redirecting it towards Quantum, who actually gets a good wave dash forward with the ball. There's no pressure on the backboard, hit until Jammed comes to the rescue there, and with 1 minute to go, another goal from Fair eSports would give them the game down off the bar. The shot again off the bar. Yeet Ninjas not able to get that equaliser as Hedge pushing forward with just enough boost to get control. The flick in towards the opposite corner. Not able to get the shot though on target. Now into the middle here, Quantum with the early jump towards the ball, bouncing in towards the middle, but it's cleared away. And now Brave getting the ball harshly into that centre with 30 seconds remaining. Fair eSports find themselves right now the series winners, but Ninjas have the time, they have the space right now here with Steve to get that goal. And Quantum with that really quick pre-jump, allowing them to get the ball. Up the other end, Ace into the middle. Goal here. Deciding on the game of Quantum, can get this into the net, yes he does. And that sealed the deal here for Fair eSports. Yeet Ninjas having to get the attacks but punished on the counter. That long clear up, finding the roof of the net with 3 seconds left. It seems near impossible for the game to change here. As I say that, we're trying to keep it up. I think Fair eSports going to put it into their own net. They're unable to hit the ball though. And here, Fair eSports with their first win of the season. Yeet Ninjas, I don't know what quite happened, but for me, they were favourites. I predicted a 3-1 to them in the majority, but Fair eSports taking that in a great best of 5, going right to the last part, 3-2 here. And only 5 shots there from Fair eSports. They were really clinical compared to Yeet Ninja's 7-to-1 ratio. Going back to the league table here. Looking in Division 1, Yeet Ninjas actually don't quite drop below Paragon, but they're close. Just a game difference within the series to do so. And down to Fair eSports, their win, their 3-2 will push them up to 7th. Not too far, but stepping stones here for them. They find themselves actually 4 games in the hand, 3 games in the hand of other teams around them. Really, for Fair eSports, it's just starting their season here. Really, that 3-2 victory for Fair concludes this day. It's a very good series to watch. Real game-to-game stuff. We had Fair eSports, as I said, against Yeet Ninjas. If you missed any of the games, here's how it went. Respective to the home and away team. 2-1, 1-5, 5-1, 2-3 overtime victory in game 5. Not the overtime, sorry. 3-1 victory. I don't know what I was thinking there. 3-1 victory in game 5. Then Fair eSports for their first win of the season here. Their second or third game, of course. Don't quite know what happens in the game 4. Try and have a look at this for you. Fair eSports ended up losing that 3-2, so we do get the 3-2 victory here to account for that. Once again, really concludes the match today. So looking at the day ahead tomorrow, we're going to have the one game at the moment, scheduled at 8:30 CT, I believe. That's what I've got down, Champions Division. Zerak versus Pyro eSports, and you've seen both of them before. We should have a stream out for that. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in for this Division 1 matchup. Fair eSports taking that game 3-2. Hopefully we'll see you all for tomorrow's Champions Division matchup between Zerak and Pyro eSports.